Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. News is just in as the Deputy Governor of Siaya County, William Oduor, has been impeached by almost 38 MCAs out of 42 MCAs of Siaya County. This comes after yesterday, the ODM office, Siaya branch, came out expelling William Oduor from the ODM party. When I look at these two things, I came out asking myself simple question. What is the reason behind impeaching William Oduor as the Deputy Governor of Siaya County? I came up with several issues that I want us to discuss in this channel and of course in this video, so that we can understand why is it that at this moment William Oduor is being impeached after coming out to raise certain issues about corruption in Siaya County. Is it that now these counties of, let me say, ODM party, a deputy governor cannot come out to raise an alarming issue when it comes to corruption? I had also several conversations where some Kenyans came out asking, you want to tell me that this is just the only scenario that is happening in Siaya, which is not happening in Kisumu County, it's not happening in Homa Bay County, is not happening in Migori County, is only happening in Siaya? Then we come up with assumption that there was a certain narrative that Kenyans, or not rather Kenyans, the residents from Siaya came out saying that no one should come out to destroy the reputation of James Orengo as the governor of Siaya. Then if there was a problem with William Oduor feeling like there was a misappropriation of funds in Siaya County, he could have come out to have a discussion with James Orengo. And this could have been tabled and they could have come out to discuss it and on how they were going to block this kind of corruption. Then, something that I have realized is this one. Is it possible that James Orengo does not want any kind of scenario where he is going to be dragged in mud in a way that now is misappropriating Siaya funds with other issues that are not benefiting the residents of Siaya? That is the question. So when you look at some issues when it comes to James Orengo handling his deputy like that, I want to give you a scenario that happened before this impeachment came out. James Orengo met the ODM office branch in Siaya, where I think there was a certain discussion where the summary was that William Oduor was involving himself with the politics of UDA in the name of the Deputy Governor of Siaya. At the same time, he is calling himself a member of ODM party. This comes also after James Orengo. We are being told that James Orengo had certain investigations that William Oduor was to destroy his reputation so that the MCAs of Siaya County should come out to impeach James Orengo. And by impeaching James Orengo in the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya states that as long as the governor is being impeached and of course it has been approved by the Senate, because it is the Senate that always approved a governor is impeached. Then it is the deputy governor that always takes over. So William Oduor is fighting this fight when he came out raising these issues of corruption and of course writing a letter to the EACC that if the investigations were going to be done, then there was a possibility of James Orengo being impeached by MCS because it could have been evidential that James Orengo has come out involved himself in corruption. I watched an interview of William Oduor at Citizen TV. I realized that what he was insisting was on how the corruption happened. He came out saying that within 3 months, when they assume, or rather they resumed the office, within 3 months they worked well with James Orengo, but after past 3 months, he said that there was certain fishy transaction that was coming from the financial chief officer of Siaya, who was mandated to withdraw this money. He said there was a certain point where there was a withdrawal of 20 million, then 40 million, then 100 million, almost 200 million. And when you look at the transaction was done, but the purpose that was intended to be used with this money was not clear. So he came out asking simple question: why this transaction was happening? So when you look at this explanation of William Oduor, was in a way to trap James Orengo in a kind of way of that a governor can be impeached, then the deputy governor can take over ruling the county. So there's now an investigation that has been done by James Orengo with his close allies. And it is not for the first time. This is something that has been running for 2 or 3 months. And this comes after also there was the result that William Oduor is associating himself with William Samoruto's UDA. That after taking over, he was going to switch. And by switching, he was going to dump the camp from the camp to UDA. Which according to me, it could have not been possible for him to decamp immediately after the impeachment of James Orengo. But because of Orengo now has come out to venture into this fight, by ensuring that the explanation was going to be done equally so that there was going to be justice both in his office and the office of his deputy. Which when you look at William Oduor, for him the only evidence that he has is that James Orengo withdrew 20 million, James Orengo withdrew 40 million, the same James Orengo we are being told he withdrew 100 million through the chief financial officer. That upon his investigation, he realized that this money was being given to the office of the governor. And also he came out raising some question where they were having a certain meeting at Kisumu. And this was for him and his staffs were to be given allowances. He came out claiming that Orengo never gave them allowances, but himself he got the allowances. So it is a kind of lamenting that he is not comfortable in the government of James Orengo. So the question that I'm asking in this video, who is right? Is it a kind of way of William Oduor trapping James Orengo, destroying his reputation, his name, and dragging him so that he can be impeached? Why? Because it is like a cause and a plan of him with the UDA brigade that in any case James Orengo is going to be taken in Parliament, Senate, then the Kenya Kwanza governors, or rather Kenya Kwanza senators are going to unite, because as we speak now, senators in Kenya Kwanza are the majority after this kind of William Ruto buying Azimio leadership. So there was a possibility of impeaching James Orengo, then William Udol to take over. Is that the scenario that William Udol was preparing? Which, according to me, I'm waiting to see the way it's going to be, because we are being told that now the senators from Kenya Kwanza are coming out to say that we are ready to defend William Udol and not James Orengo. So that's just a coincidence where the senators from Kenya Kwanza were ready to impeach James Orengo, but the senators from Kenya Kwanza are not ready. They were ready to defend impeachment of William Udol, but they were not ready to defend James Orengo. So what are your prospects towards this issue of James Orengo and William Udol? And yet Raila Odinga has not come out to speak anything. As ODM has come out to expel William Udol, you want to tell me Raila Odinga does not know that? And he is the party leader of ODM. He understands why those actions are being expelled to William Udol. At the same time, you want to tell me James Orengo does not know that William Udol is being expelled and he is his deputy? That is the question that we must ask ourselves. What else? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Bye bye.